Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Happy Patch Notes Day. I'm going to do my best to really get through all these patch notes. I imagine there's going to be a lot. I've not had a look at them yet, so it's going to be an honest reaction. And yeah, let's see what's cooking. All right. Let's check out these notes. I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt because they aren't giving us our team up ability changes here, so some of these may not be exactly honest about where we're actually going to see our characters land based on new anchors to new team ups and things of that nature. So let's check them out. Vanguards. All right, Captain America reducing base health from 675 to 650 immediately. This is what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure he's going to be an anchor. He's going to have some other kind of bonus, so they're going to kind of pull back his survivability here because surely they don't think that he is too beefy right now. Shield is also losing 50 HP. Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange is reducing offensive capabilities. Strange seeing another nerf. That's rough. Decreased daggers of the knock from 18 to 16 per projectile. Okay, a little not too heavy, but 15% damage nerf. Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio of dark magic for damage from 1.3 to 1.2, meaning he will do at most 120 damage now. With his Maelstrom Madness. Hulk, God, I hope this is buffs. He's also going to be an anchor again, so we'll have that going. Green Goliath will boast enhanced maneuverability. Oh, increased base movement speed from 600 to 650. That's hype. I'm excited for that. Reduced cooldown time for indestructible guard from 12 to 10 seconds. That's huge. 20% reduction on his shield is massive. Decreased minimum charge time for leap from 0.7 to 0.5. I wonder if that minimum charge time is going to allow him to still jump the same amount as 0.7 seconds used to give him, or if it's going to be like an even shorter leap. Very cool though. Yeah, maneuverability on Hulk and more shields is huge to his kit. Magneto, increased energy cost for Meteor M. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. He does have ult pretty often. Penny Parker will receive enhancement to your primary attack damage efficiency. Okay. Cyberware Cluster has a chance to crit. Okay. That's interesting. Reduce movement speed penalty while firing from 40 to 20. So a lot faster while shooting. Can, I guess, headshot now. I think that's what I understand. Increased base health from 650 to 750. Wow, okay, that's a pretty significant change for her. Mostly, she'll be tankier, she'll be faster, she'll be doing more damage if you can hit headshots. Okay, yeah, that's a really good penny change. I think that's going to be seeing a lot more play. The Thing will receive a slight reduction in his damage reduction effect. Oh, they nerfed my boy. Not my boy Ben. Decrease in battle leaps damage. Okay, so 5% damage reduction. That's not really, that bad. Thor receive increase in survivability. So this is also a little dishonest, because increased base health increased base health from 525 to 600. He no longer is going to be a team up anchor because they're getting rid of Voltaic Union. So he's actually going to be about where he was at. So instead of, I think he had 625, so he actually has less health, if I'm not wrong. I think that gave him 100 extra health being an anchor. Increased base movement speed from 600 to 650. Cool, so he's also going to be faster. I do like that. I don't think that's what he needs. I would like to see a little bit of buffs for him. I think he's actually literally getting a nerf here. So, all right, duelist time. Black Widow, of course. Add a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of Edge Dancer and after using Electroplasma Explosion. Oh, okay. So you can like really quickly pop off a like a hipfire shot. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so you kind of get an extra little combo with that kick, which people usually do anyway. I still don't think that's gonna help. Hawkeye, improving Cliff's mobility. That's huge. Okay, while drawing his bow. Reduce the slow effect while charging the bow, 30 to 20%. Increase both instances of damage from hypersonic arrow from 50 to 55. Cool. Decrease energy cost for Hunter's Sight, so you'll be seeing his ultimate more often, and improved bow draw speed increase. Oh my god, okay, so he's gonna start shredding with that ult. 1.5 times draw speed. Hela. I assume nerfs on Hela again. Goddess of Death will receive a reduction in mobility while slightly enhancing offense. Oh, okay. So increased cooldown time for Astral Flock, so she can't escape as well. Increased spell field damage of Piercing Knight, and decreased cooldown time for Soul Drainer from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay. Nothing huge on Hela. Human Torch, probably gonna get buffed again, I'd hope. Attack feedback survivability are being improved, yes. Reduced attack interval for Fire Cluster. So, higher attack speed? Yeah, more attack speed. Launch time of the primary attack projectile has been advanced. Increase the cooldown for Flaming Meteor from 12 to 15 seconds, but add a new effect. After releasing Flaming Meteor, immediately gain 75 bonus health, which will start to fall off. That's kind of cool. I like the extra survivability. I think that'll help him because he is just kind of a target in the sky there. Iron Man seeing improvements to mid-range. They're making his hitbox smaller. That's... wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Gain 100 bonus health after activating Armor Overdrive or Gamma Overdrive that will start to fall off. Oh my god. So he's going to be harder to hit and have extra bonus health. So Iron Man's going to be a little menace with that laser. He's going to be up in there with like 400 health. Okay. Cool. Iron Fist. I was expecting to see this. Increase in combat effectiveness against vanguards. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, because like he'll do more percentage health again. Reduce the bonus max health gained, but slow the fall off rate. Okay, so he gets less total health, but he doesn't lose it as fast. Lower fixed damage from 10 to 9 of his basic attack. But increase the percentage damage of enemies max health strike from 1.7 to 2.1%. So yeah, more max HP damage, so he's going to be like a mini Wolverine still. Decrease the cooldown for Kunlun Kick from 12 to 10. That is actually massive. I'm a huge fan of that. Giving him the kick more often is really big. It lets him to kind of stay viable. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, Mr. Fantastic. I don't know about me. The moment we've all been waiting for. Increase base health from 350 to 375. Boost the damage of Stretch Punch from 60 to 65. And from 75 to 80 while in inflated state. Ooh. Flexible elongation. New effect. They changed this effect again. Enemies within range now suffer a slow. Cool. Reduce flexible elongation cooldown time from 10 to 8. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Reduce the elasticity gained from elastic strength from 30 to 20, while the elasticity provided by Stretch Punch is increased from 5 to 8. After entering the inflated state, the bonus health provided has been reduced. Okay, so he's going to be a little less tanky, but do a little more damage. Fine, he's a DPS. New feature, when Mr. Fantastic uses Brainiac Bounce, immediately gain bonus health. Bonus health! Oh, yes, fantastic. You could say that again. Right, so yeah, he's going to be getting bonus health and ult. Fantastic. Very, very happy with that. Losing a little bit in inflated state, that's totally fine. Does a little extra damage, has a little more base health. So yeah, I think good change. Nothing too just fundamentally different, but Mr. Fantastic should feel a little better. I already liked him fine in several matchups, so I'm pretty happy with that. Moon Knight, he did kind of see a fall off when people started learning how to play against him after those initial changes to his kit. Let's see. So Moon Knight is increasing Crescent Dart projectile speed, so his darts will be faster. Moon Blade, new effect. Gain 25 bonus health with each enemy hit. Okay. 3 seconds after the bonus health stops increasing, it will start to fall off. What? Speed up Moonlight Hook pull startup time. So this hook will be a lot faster. He's going to be like Spider-Man. Extend the duration of Hand of Khonshu, so his ult will last an extra second, and then thus having more talons fall. Additionally, fall speed has been enhanced, so it's going to hit quicker, beginning at 1.5 meters from the center and reaching a maximum reduction of 70%. Damage fall off forms. Oh, okay. So it does more damage at the center, less to the outside, but it's still going to be hitting pretty hard. And it's, got an additional 4 talents. So I think Moon Knight's definitely going to see more play. That survivability with the bonus health is really cool, because he can get up in there and hit 4 enemies and get 100 bonus health. That's really nice. Okay, Moon Knight got some buffs. Scarlet Witch, we are reducing one to survivability. What? What? Okay, reducing your survivability? That's like the one questionable thing I've seen so far today. All right, remove chaos control percentage damage while increasing fixed damage. Oh, wow. Okay, so they got rid of her tank shredding from 60 to 80, but she's a lot more. Yeah, 60 to 80 a second. That's a ton. Oh my god. That's like 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds. You kill any kind of squishy. Okay, just by holding. Increased Chthonian burst projectile damage from 35 to 40. Spell field damage from 35 to 40 as well. Increased cooldown of Mystic Projection from 8 to 10 seconds. Okay, that's survivability. Reduce phase time from 2 seconds to 1.5. Wow. So yeah, very little quick 1.5 jump. That's all she's got. Rework slow effect of erasure to start at 1.5 seconds instead of starting immediately. That's with a linear increase to the slow. So I guess while she ults, it gives 1.5 seconds to kind of move a little bit, and then you've got the other two to kind of work with. Okay, cool. I don't know. That's fine. I think that's a fine change. Star-Lord, reducing Peter's damage output. Blaster damage from 80 to 75. And introduce a new damage fall-off mechanic starting at 4 meters. Oh, he didn't have fall-off? Interesting. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't actually know that. Okay. He had no fall off. That's so funny. Now, I'm a console gamer, so it really didn't matter a whole lot because you weren't hitting a lot of shots from afar with Star-Lord in most cases. But on PC, I can definitely see that. You don't have the recoil, and he can just kind of beam. Makes sense as to why he was such a menace in PC lobbies. Winter Soldier. I'll be interested to see what they do here. Lowering Bucky start levels against Vanguards. Okay. Increased cooldown time for Bionic Hook. Ooh, 8 to 12 seconds. That's a big nerf. Deserved. It really is, because that hook is huge. But reducing base damage of Kraken Impact from 100 to 80, but lower the culling threshold from 20% to 15%. I don't know why I said but. I guess it's because no, these are both lowers. Anyway, yeah. So nerf to total damage, so it'll only do 80 when it hits. And then lowering the culling from 20 to 15. So just because like tanks will survive a little better because they'll have 5% more health to work with. Wolverine, tuning acquisition rate for Logan's rage, slightly lowering his control intensity over enemies, increasing rage from Savage Claw hits from 7 to 10, while rage gain from Berserk Claw has been decreased 7 to 5. Reduce rage gain from Feral Leap from 20 to 10, and from Vicious Rampage from 20 to 15. However, rage gain from taking damage has been increased. Okay, that's fine. So it's kind of tuning it. He was just getting a little too much from just popping cooldowns, so it's just a little too free to get his max rage. And so they're kind of changing it up. So take a little damage, hit some regular hits, build it up a little more naturally instead of just popping cooldowns. I actually like that anyway, because that way you can kind of save your cooldowns and work more around using the claws to build and then get in there when you're full. So you can really kind of pick and choose your cooldowns more if you're not trying to just use them to gain rage. I like that. That's a good change. Strategist. This is always my favorite part to read because I always have to know, okay, what support meta is changing, if any. Where's the Luna nerfs? All right, Adam Warlock. We are slightly okay, and I never made my apology video on this. But yeah, Adam was actually really good. I was entirely wrong. I know I put him in like D tier or whatever. He's actually really good. Slightly reducing the frequency of Adam's abilities and frequency is terrible. That's like the last thing I wanted to see from him. Okay, adjusting the healing provided by his ultimate ability after reviving teammates. See, that's nice. Okay, so now they'll get 30% health instead of fixed 100. That's fine. So he will be getting 30% to his teammate instead of a fixed 100 health on his ult. That's great. It's much better. Especially tanks, they won't be 100 health when they spawn in. I think 30% is actually lower than some characters' 100 health though, so that'll be interesting. Increase the cooldown for Soul Bond from 36 to 40 seconds. I feel like that's huge. I feel like 40 seconds for a Soul Bond is so much time. Because there's a lot of ults, man, that you build in like 60, 70 seconds a lot of the time. So that feels kind of bad. I think I would have rather seen... if Soulbond's gonna get nerfed this hard, I would rather see like his typical healing get like, I don't know, like less healing, another stack, or something like that, less cooldown. Because I feel like this is gonna kind of tank him, because that's 10 more seconds. You see that soul bind, you're free for that whole fight. Okay, Cloak and Dagger, optimizing the logic of Dynamic ultimate. After activating, the duration of the first 3 healing zones will no longer be calculated separately. Instead, they'll remain active until the duration of the final healing zone ends, at which point all will be removed together. Okay, so instead of you losing each strand periodically over the ult's duration, you'll actually just lose all of it at once at the very end of the duration. So that first lane is going to last the longest, actually. Invisible Woman will be fine-tuning Susan's projectile capabilities to create a more strategic gameplay experience. Decrease shield value of Guardian Shield. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's warranted. Totally fair. To balance Loki's influence in matches, we're making a small adjustment to the frequency of one of his key abilities, of his lamps. Yep. Okay, so yeah, both. So Lamp is now 30 seconds, and Soul Bond is now 40 seconds. That's a pretty big chunk. You won't be seeing those really safe cooldowns, those mini ults, if you will, as often. So I think both of them will hurt a little bit from that. Loki having a 5-second difference, it's not going to make a tremendous difference, but there will be times that you know, if you're used to playing him, you'll think you had your domain and you don't. Mantis. Emphasize strategy over speed, or modifying Mantis health and buff mechanics. Okay. Reduce base health from 275 to 250. Ouch. Okay. Effects of Healing Flower can be stacked up to a maximum of 16 seconds. That's nice. I like that. You can put two buffs, or 4 buffs, I guess, technically. 2 healing, 2 damage for 16 seconds. That's cool. I don't think she needed the base health nerf. She's not that good on her own. Adam is what really made her, like, kind of pop up again more often. She's solid, but I wouldn't say that she's, like, top 3 even. So I don't think that was really warranted. I don't think that base health is warranted. I want to see... I want them to give her Season 0 speed back. That's what I want, personally. Rocket Raccoon... Okay, so this one was interesting. I actually did peek at this one. Rocket's healing abilities will see some adjustments. So they decrease the healing area of repair mode spheres from 70 to 50 a second, but added a new effect of one-time healing of 55 health to allies hit. So yeah, this is interesting. So I guess the healing area is still going to do that, right? It's still going to do the 70 or the 50 a second just in the AoE. But if you hit allies, it's going to like grant 55 health. So I guess if it passes through them, I'm assuming it doesn't stop. And then the projectile speed reduction increased from 4.5 to 7 milliseconds. So I guess it just really slows down now when hitting enemies, or not enemies, allies. Extend cooldown for jetpack dash. That sucks. 6 seconds to 10 seconds, reducing dash distance from 10 meters to 8 meters. Rockets are going to learn how to climb now because they cannot jetpack all the damn time. All right. Reduce CYA. Oh, they reduced even damage boost from 40 to 25%. But at a new... Oh, okay. But... and now, this is the thing with a lot of these team-ups, too. We're going to talk about these team-ups coming up. I may actually make a separate video on team-ups, because it's already going to be out 20 minutes. All right. Yapping aside, reduce the ultimate ability damage boost from 40 to 25%, but add a new effect. During the ability's duration, linked allies will receive an additional 100 bonus health per second, capping at 150. Oh, okay. After breaking the link, bonus starts to fall off. So if you are in the link during the duration, as you would have to be to get the damage boost, you get 100 bonus health points per second, capping at 150. That's really good, actually. Bonus starts to fall off after 1 second at a rate of 75 per second. So you even get to keep it after you leave for a little bit, and then his energy costs a little more. I think Rocket's going to be meta. I think Rocket just got picked up for meta. Oh my god. Okay. Like, yeah, the jetpack dash definitely hurts. He won't be nearly as mobile, but he just got a combined ultimate. He's got a damage boost of 25%, and 100 bonus health per second, capping at 150. So he has like a mini Mantis ult and a damage boost happening at once on that CYA, that ult of his. So that's enormous. Rocket wins. Rocket just won that, because now Rocket has a support ult. That's incredible. Okay, yeah. Rocket mains are up. Rocket mains are up. You'll be on the thumbnail. All right, team up abilities. Okay, so I will actually, you know what? It shouldn't take too long. We'll do it in this video. I will just timestamp it, so team up abilities are at the end. Okay, new. I'm pretty excited for this, actually. This was cool to see on the dev vision video, and absolutely go watch that if you haven't watched it. It's so good. These devs have impressed me without ceasing. All right, Arcane Order, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. I was excited to see these numbers. Team up anchors, so Strange gets another maximum health of 100. That's really good. I think he needed that, especially getting the nerfs to his damage. So now, you know, he's a little tankier. So kind of a trade-off of survivability for damage. Scarlet Witch unlocks a new magical burst ability through her team up with Doctor Strange. Okay, so I guess we're still not actually going to be seeing the stats on this. They show a video of it. They do show a little peek in the dev vision video. That kind of shows this mystic burst. So instead of her typical left trigger, right click, it's actually going to be like a rapid fire, like chaos shards thing. It's really cool looking. It's like a little like machine gun. It didn't look like it did tremendous damage because it showed that Strange was also hitting the Groot, but it did, you know, okay. It's an additional move. All right, so stars aligned. Captain America Winter Soldier. This one I also was really interested in. Team up anchor. Captain America gains a maximum health increase of 100 and a 5% boost in damage. That's kind of cool. He did kind of lose that, losing the Thor team up, so his only, you know, real damage was that Thor team up. So 5% damage boost, not a lot, but it's something. And Winter Soldier unlocks the devastating Stellar Impact ability through his team up with Captain America. So Stellar Impact, as far as the dev vision said, allows him to jump to teammates similar to Mr. Fantastic or the Thing. Kind of a short hop. It seemed to do this, like, it seemed to either like give damage reduction or give a little bonus health or something of that nature, and then it would kind of do this little pop, so it kind of hit anything that was directly nearby them and maybe do a little damage. But they mentioned a debuff. I don't know what this debuff is. I really want to find out what the debuff is. If it's like healing negation or something, or like lowering, that would be incredible. Bucky is still on top for sure, because really his ult got nerfed, and that was about it. Mental Protection, Emma Frost and Psylocke Magneto. This one I was very interested in because Team of Anchor, Emma Frost gets another 100 health. That was pretty typical. Most of the tanks had that anchor last 2 seasons. Magneto receives Magnetic Resonance ability, and Psylocke receives Soul Resurgence. These look to be similar though. It looked as if you kind of got a clone of yourself. I don't know if this is kind of like Loki, to where it's going to mirror what you're doing and just kind of shoot at whatever you're pointing at. Like towards your crosshair, or what exactly it does, or if it's just a duplicate to kind of take damage. But it looked like you kind of got a crystal or a diamond version of yourself, and it also could be used in some manner. So I'm interested to see what they actually do. When this is posted on the 4th, there is a live stream for all the like Rivals partners, and they will be showing the new patch. So I'm going to be checking that out after this. All right, adjusted to removed. This is the one that kind of hurt my feelings. Not this one in particular, but just some of the removing. The ammo overload, Rocket's off of that because he's on team up with Cap now. Chilling Charisma, Namor is off of Luna Snow. And then Magic and Psylocke. So Psylocke, because she gets the Emma Frost, she is no longer on Magics. Which we'll see if that trade-off is cool. I don't know. I feel like 2 Psylocks, if it actually doubles up her basic attack, could be crazy. I'm actually really excited to see that. Gamma Charge. So Hulk is still going to be the anchor, but Strange loses the Maelstrom ability for the team up anchor for Scarlet Witch, but now Namor has Gamma Monstro. I think he's going to work pretty much the same. I guess maybe the Gamma effect is a little different. I don't know if it's just higher damage, doesn't have slow, things like that. Maybe it has a more AoE attack. We'll see. They didn't really give us a lot of information. I guess they're holding out so that the people can cover it during the live streams. Metallic Chaos, RIP, this one. These 2 right here make me sad because I really liked when I had a Scarlet Witch. Reluctantly, I could play Magneto because I'm a Vanguard, and his Metallic Fusion ability was so fun. I really wish that they would have kept that one. I don't know. Because like Scarlet Witch doesn't get something from it, so Magneto's just losing his. Same with Thor. Thor and Cap. Like Cap gets something with Bucky, and Storm gets, I guess, the thing with Johnny with Human Torch. But yeah, so these guys kind of hurt. These guys really kind of got the raw end of this. Like Thor playing with Cap, you don't get to use Cap's charged ability anymore. That was a lot of fun. And then Storm is missing that second lightning bolt, so they're kind of losing out on a lot of damage capability, which, yeah, it sucks a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. They got to change it around. I like the new team ups; they look fun, but I do wish that we could have kept some of these. Maybe they'll bring them back later. We'll see. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe so I can give you more content later on. I'll keep you updated as well as I can, and I hope you enjoy season 2 as much as I think I will. Have a good one.